Hello, how's everybody doing? I was thinking about this situation as this ex-Jehovah Witness say. If one or just say if something happened, because the technology is keep going. I mean, the way things happen, the way things go. And just say if some of your family or your family member or whatever came out of the Jehovah Witnesses and needed help. I mean, what would you do? You knowing that it takes a lot to come back up to date because they're behind time, okay? And they wasted their time not doing anything, and yet you kept developing yourself, and it has nothing to do with money. I mean, although you use money and time, but you made it. You know what I mean? I mean, you're surviving. And then you have this person that wants to survive all of a sudden back in your life. So what would you do? I mean, like, what I think about, like, what would I do? I mean, like, if somebody in my family or even one or two people came out and said, oh, wait, we understand now. I mean, things are not like automatic, and we have to do this and we have to do this. Can you show us, or can you help to do this and do that and do this and that? And I would have to know that, hey, we're talking about 8 years, we're talking about 10 years of getting back. It's not just coming out and saying that, oh, everything's gonna be great now that I came out, now that I realize. But I think we have to think about that. It's like, I mean, we always say we miss them. You ever like always want something, and then when you get it, it's like, whoa, I don't really want it, or you know, it's not so much. It's not as nice as it was in your mind when you wanted it. You know, so we really got to think about that. It's like, if something happened or if somebody did come back out, how will we help them, you know? I mean, I got some situations, well, I'm not going to mention, maybe in another video, you know, as far as, you know, myself and things that happen to me. But I guess I could tell you a story. I mean, like, oh yeah, I remember, okay, this one is, I can say, you know. Because I remember I had a best friend. I mean, one of my best friends, we were like brothers. And I remember when I came out of the Jehovah Witness, okay, I had two choices. And it connects with all the stories. It's when I had to leave my brother, I had to say Daryl because it's in the tapes. Otherwise, so you can connect it. Those who know everything about the videos. And I had to make a choice whether I would ask my oldest brother, which was already out a long time ago, and that's in the stories, or ask my best friend. I mean, it was my best friend that we were almost like brothers, and I had to make a decision which one to I needed help, you know what I mean? So I said, if one person gives me doubt, I'm not gonna. No, I had my best friend. I wanted to go with him to do, you know, because he had moved to California. And I said, if he gives me one doubt, I was just like, you know, it just in my mind, I said that. And I talked to him, and there was one doubt, and I didn't go, okay? And I asked my brother, and then, yeah, he was ready. He was like, okay, come on down. Do you want to buy a ticket now, or do you want to buy a ticket in 2 weeks? It's cheaper. And I just waited 2 weeks. But, you know, I needed help. And both people knew that it wasn't something that just happens automatically, but they knew that it would take a long time. So sometimes we have to think about that, like, what are we prepared to do if one of them does come out? because we're not going to go back there. You know what I mean? That would be degressing, you know? So they don't have to worry about that because they already gave up on us and we already made a decision. But as far as them coming out, we never think about that and what we would have to do and how long it would take to come back and how much help they would need. I mean support, I mean spiritual help, you know what I mean? And that's all I want to say for now, but that's something to think about. And I want to go into detail about that myself to understand what I would do and what I can't do. The reason why I got this is because it was something in the Bible. And I always thought about the oil. And there was a wedding, you remember the wedding? And then somebody came up and said they needed oil. And they didn't have any. And the person goes, I don't know the scriptures in it. And the person was faced with a dilemma, and I think the person didn't use their oil for this person that needed help. So anyway, that's something I gotta look that scripture up. I'll see you later. Thank you very much. It's nice seeing you again. Okay, bye-bye.